Well, we got a lot of things behind us now, haven't we? I've been thinking an awful lot about how the war went on and where it is at the present and what's going on in the future. The war is no longer in the hands of either the Hamas or the Israelis. The war is now in the hands of President Donald Trump and many of the Arab nations, none of whom love us. Actually, they all hate us. They want us all dead. But we still have 200 of the Hamas in a tunnel to determine what to do with them. We won't repatriate them until there's a government in Gaza that is going to be a government that will work with Israel, the United States, and all of the organizations that are trying to provide for peace and food distribution and rebuilding, which, by the way, hasn't started. It's just sort of like pie in the sky so far. The army is still there. Um, my family has representatives in the battlefield. Others are in training, ready to go into combat as soon as it breaks open again. Well, what about here in Hebron? In Hebron, there's a uneasy truce, like it's been for years. Incidents will happen, will continue to happen. People will continue to be wounded. People will continue to die. The mayor of Hebron has been arrested for being also the mayor and also the leader of Hamas. So this should be proved to be very interesting. And the mayor of the Hebron is also the leader of the local Hamas. In the center of town, we have the Palestinian Organization, Liberation Organization troops with armored vehicles, and they pretty much control the certain parts of the Hebron. Other parts of Hebron are controlled by the family groups, and yet other parts of Hebron are controlled by the Hamas. And then here we are, sitting on the hill overlooking the Cave of the Patriarchs, overlooking families that have worked with us for 50 years and families that have fought with us for 50 years. Where do we go from here? I really don't know. I can't tell you. Right now, everything is basically frozen. Things are going to continue to be frozen. The Israeli government is probably going to change if there are elections for sure. Essentially, as we say, everything is one great big Baligan, which means that basically nobody knows what's going to happen here, and not us, not them. Trump has his ideas, and of course we have our ideas. The Hamas have their ideas. And international presence, well, that might prove interesting. I wonder how long the international presence will be here when their soldiers start being killed by the Hamas or killed by our retaliation against the Hamas. So far, I truly believe that the ceasefire will not hold because it's really not holding as it is. A ceasefire is just bullshit. And unless Trump is willing to invest what they invested in the Sinai during the peace program between Egypt and Israel, it was called the Rapid Reaction Forces. There was a 82nd Airborne Division stationed in the Sinai. There were Australians. There were A bunch of people I know this because I was connection with the Israeli army. I was there in the Sinai and in across from actually Rafiaq in the border. So I don't believe that without that it will work. I believe that the United States will have to send one of its elite divisions or a division of the Marines to work with the other countries in creating a armed, dedicated peacekeeping force to keep them in check and actually keep us in check too. I don't know what's going to happen, and I can't really tell you because nobody knows. Our current status in the government is basically the government is in confusion. There will be elections. Will maybe win? Will maybe lose? Who knows? Right now, everything's up for grabs. At any rate, that's as much of an update as I can give you. I guess, we just have to wait to see what we have to see. We have no choice. You know what they used to call it? Hurry up and wait. Sit down and see where it goes. So I will, of course, have another blog. If anything all of a sudden should happen. But right now, we're all just waiting around for the other side to make the next fatal move. Well, so long for now. I will definitely be in touch with all of us, all of you. Oh boy, I'm getting tired in my old age. I certainly am.